I'm gonna be making some green spaghetti with some chicken cutlets. So here I have my packets of spaghetti. I have 2 of them because they're each 7 ounce, so it's gonna make almost a pound. Some cilantro, I'm probably gonna add more of that. This is a small onion, so I might add half of it or all of it. You need some Mexican cream. I have like half of the bottle in here, but you can also use I'm also gonna probably use whipping cream. And then here I have 1 jalapeno, 1 serrano, and 3 poblanos. Here I have my pot of water. I do add some oil, just like a little drizzle. And then I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then I'll add in my spaghetti. I am going to roast my poblanos. Here I have 3. You can add 3 to 4. These are pretty good size, so I'm gonna roast these in the air fryer for about 12 minutes on 400 degrees. Now that the water is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and add in the spaghetti noodles. I like to break them in half. Some people think this is sacrilegious, but I personally find it easier to eat because, I don't know, I just like to have the noodles broken in half. I feel like it's a perfect length for me. If that's not your thing, then don't break them. But this is how I do it. Alright, you guys, so I'm going to use this bag, which is almost like a Ziploc bag. And this is where I'm going to pop in the poblano. I'm going to pop them in here. And then once you pop them in there, you're going to keep them in there for about 15 minutes. And this is going to help peeling the skin off of them. So I'm going to keep them in here for 15 minutes. I think I'm going to go with half an onion. I have a small blender, so I'm going to have to do it probably in batches. And this is the batter I'll be using. This is really good. I like the spicy, so I went with the spicy. I'm going to take out a chili and start peeling it. If you go like this, it just like will peel off. If a little bit of the skin stays on there, that's fine. As long as you take like the majority off. I'm also gonna chop this like in 3, so it'll be easier to blend right now. Just put that to the side. So I'm gonna throw in my poblanos. I'm gonna leave the seeds because I like the spice. Throw in some onion. So I threw like 1/4 onion. Throw in some jalapenos. The jalapeno, the serrano, cilantro. I'm gonna add in about like half a cup of water. You can use milk, but I'm gonna be adding in some of this cream right now. I'm just gonna add in that much just for now so it can go down a little bit. So I'm gonna be adding some of my favorite, some chicken bouillon, some black pepper, a little bit of this lime pepper, and a little bit of the Kinders. And I'm gonna blend this up. Oh, that's good. So I'm gonna add in the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna add in this first. To get the extra that was left in there, I'm gonna add in some water, shake it up, and then add it in there. I'm not gonna let this go to waste. I'm gonna add in just a little bit of more chicken bouillon. Here is my batter. I'm gonna add in a half a cup of water. And then I'm just gonna mix that in. I ended up adding more than with the instructions said. So I'm making my own. Added in the rest of the water from the thing, and now it looks. Now I just made a mess on my hand, but it looks like better now. I'm gonna put in some oil to heat up. I'm just gonna put enough to fill the pan. Alexa, set timer 2 minutes. It's kind of thick, so I'm gonna try to slice through it and try to make two. I saw this hack where this girl had a fillet and kind of sliced it in half, and she was able to make more. Seems to kind of be helping. Well, I mean, it's kind of there. I'm gonna cut off the excess fatty part. And then she went like she just like smashed it, like made it thinner with her hands, like this. Let me get another piece. It's kind of thick, so I'm gonna try to slice it again and like make two pieces out of it. So it's kind of working, you guys. So I'm just gonna do as many as I can make, cutting them in half. Like this one's already pretty much really thin, so I'm not gonna cut that one. I had about 7 pieces of chicken breast. My oil is ready, so here I got my piece. I'm just gonna dip it in there, massage the batter in there, just like that. Just like this. I'm gonna dip in my chicken. I'm gonna cook for 5 minutes on each side. Alexa, set timer 5 minutes. Alexa, set timer 5 minutes. I'm gonna finish frying up the rest and then I'll get back to you. If you have a cooling rack, I suggest you use one of these. And just line the bottom with some foil, and then it can cool, and then I might double fry them, just because I like my chicken extra crispy. This is what my chicken is looking like. So I tried to cut like a couple as you saw, and I was able, actually I had 7 pieces, so I made like 3 extra pieces, so I made 7 total. I already gave it a little taste test, y'all, and it tastes so good. It's nice and spicy. I am gonna double fry them. Once all of them are out, I'm gonna just dip them in the pan for like 2 minutes on each side. I'm going to start making the green spaghetti. I'm gonna pour in my sauce. I put it on low heat. I forgot to tell you all, when making like any type of pasta, you always want to reserve a cup of the pasta water. So with that, I'm gonna throw it in here so I can get the remnants. Stir it up. And then once it starts to like bubble, then I'll add in the spaghetti. I feel once I add the water, like it kind of takes away a little bit of the seasoning. So I'm just gonna add in like maybe 1 more scoop of chicken bouillon. I'm gonna let that start to simmer, and then I'll add in the noodles. As you can see, it's starting to bubble, so I'm going to give it a stir and then start adding in my noodles. I'm just gonna like sprinkle in my noodles. Alright, y'all, so there's all my pasta. Now I'm gonna fold in the sauce just like this into the spaghetti noodles. I'm gonna make sure everything is fully coated. I'm gonna let that warm up. I am going to throw in some cheese. Just gonna eyeball it. Alright, you guys, so I'm gonna give this a taste test and see if it needs anything else. That's good. It was spicy, but that's how I wanted it, you guys. Just gonna add in a little bit of my sazon. A little bit of the Kinders. I was telling you, once you add in the noodles, the water, like some of the seasoning flavor goes away. Mix that in there, let the cheese melt. One more taste test. Delicious. I'm gonna plate it, I'll meet you at the table. Here is my plate. Look at that, yum. I'm so hungry. Let me give this spaghetti a taste. Yum. Here's the chicken. Look at that. This is so good, you guys. I'm gonna finish up eating my Mexican green spaghetti and my chicken. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Go show me some love, comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. Yum.